Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today, as you can see, we are playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I just figured I had it in my library, and it's a shorter game that I could probably knock out in one video, so like, why not? And also apparently it seems to be one of those games that just starts right away, so that's cool, I guess. But yeah, I know this is more like a walking simulator type thing, but I think it's meant to have a good story from what I've heard. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I haven't played a game like this in a while, I don't think. Oh, what's this? It's a journal. Okay, so what do I do? How do I interact? Oh, interact that way.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Huh. I think I'm going to need to change the audio a little bit though, because the voice is so very quiet compared to the sound effects and stuff. Yeah, okay. It's still very loud. I don't know why this
I
feels
lived
so
here until
dodgy.
I was 11,
That's
but I
better.
wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Why wouldn't you be allowed in half the rooms? Like, also, that is a very strange looking house. It's also a really nice looking game though, to be fair. Orca's Island Gazette. How do you interact? Is it this? Huh, it's R1 for whatever
Inside the
reason.
mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
So we're playing as Edith now then. Maybe? But I wanted to, okay, I guess not. I wanted to read. I wanted to be
I hadn't
ready.
been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Damn. Oh, that's cool. Like it's got the text, and then when you interact with stuff.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know.
That's very helpful of your mother.
Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
A path. Down or up? Down looks like it's going towards the house, so I'm gonna go up. Or maybe not, I don't know. I wish there was... Nope, that's to look closer. Nope, that's to look closer to... Okay, I wish
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
So what would have happened if I'd went down the way then? Ooh, that deer. It is. Still looks better than that CGI deer from that episode of The Walking Dead. I will never get over how bad that looked.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Wait, you inherited it, so are you the
But now I
oldest?
had questions about my family that only the house
Are
knew the
you
answers
just
to.
the only one left? Oh, so both of the paths led. I'm gonna go back down this way then. I wish I could run. But, okay, so I could have went either way, and it would have led me back to the same place.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent.
Oh, nice, I got an
As if
achievement
they're
there.
about to say something, but never do.
Why can't I move now? Excuse you? Am I dead? No, I'm just stuck. Is this chick pregnant? Kinda looks like it. Okay, I'm unsure what to do now because my game is a little bit stuck. Right, So I'm back to where I was now. Hopefully I don't get bloody stuck again. I don't want to be doing that. Okay, so I was here.
The house was exactly like I remembered
fucking
it.
house.
The way I'd been dreaming about it.
Like, it doesn't look stable at all. Like, the base of the house looks okay, but it's the ones that are going up into the sky that just doesn't look stable. Like, how is... No wonder you weren't allowed in half of the rooms. Half the rooms are in the bloody sky.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Maybe she isn't pregnant then, if she's only 17. My bad. Oh, I have the key. Nice. What's down here then? A garage. Okay. Doesn't look like I can get in though, does it? No. Ooh, side things. Damn. That bin looks almost as realistic as the one in my real life garden. Wait, what? Alright, I guess I'm going through the doggy door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
What? Why did I crawl
The
through
power
a
had
doggy
been turned
door?
off the night we left.
I'm a little bit confused why I did that instead of just going through the door, but sure, investigating. Ooh. Just looks like a normal house, no?
For the first time in years,
Why didn't she get the power put back on if she was coming
I
back
felt like
here?
I was home.
Did they just leave all their stuff? Like, what happened?
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
What is this?
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Fair.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
It looks like everything got left behind, my dude.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Fucking hell. You had a brother who died. Because obviously they had the funeral, and now you've got one that's went missing. What is wrong with your family? This one seems to be locked. So that's great. Let's check down here before we go upstairs. Ooh, a thing. Barbara.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
No, it wasn't. Okay. So what the fuck is this key for? And also, what is this family hiding that their kid's not allowed in the basement? I feel suspicious all of a sudden. Also, why isn't any of your family...
The table
with
was still a
you
wreck
here?
from the night we left.
Unless they're all, like, gone.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Oh, so that's what the wheelchair's for. Oh, wait, was Edith named after her great-grandma then? I guess I'm going upstairs. I'm just trying not to miss anything.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Why?
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Fair. Whose room's this? Molly. Is everybody just... She was 10. Is everybody just dead? Whose room is this?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Ooh,
I
pretty.
think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Why didn't she seal it up though? That doesn't make sense.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Is it gonna be for this? It was! Why would your mum give you that?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
My god!
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
This game is kinda nuts when you think about it.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
It's a bedroom.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
I don't understand why
I
Molly?
grew up
So
looking
this
at
is a
Molly's room
10-year-old.
through the peephole.
So why is the 10-year-old... Well, why did she die at 10? And why...
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh wow, cute. Why was
Being
all
inside
the
for the
rooms
first time,
locked
I
up?
felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Like, obviously the people have died and stuff, but why lock the rooms up? I'm not sure what I'm meant to be interacting with here. Fox! Ah, journal.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen.
It's a bit
It
dark.
started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay, I get you'd be hungry, but, like...
My
If it's
Halloween
just one
candy was
dinner.
all gone.
then you can't be starving.
The gerbil
who's-
food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Also, who sends their kid to bed without dinner? Like, I have questions about this family already. You gonna eat the fish?
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Don't eat the fish. That's your friend. Fish are friends, not food. Oh, there's a thing here. With this.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, she is so tiny. What is this toothpaste? Why are you eating toothpaste, my dude? You can't be that hungry.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Also, why do you have holly just growing in your room? That doesn't seem safe. Please don't drink from the toilet.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh god, are you gonna try and eat the bird?
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Why is there chains
And
on your
suddenly-
window? You're a cat?
I was a cat.
Excuse you? I don't know where I'm meant to be going, by the way. Oh, that's where I'm meant to be going.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
To be fair, this is the kind of thing that a 10-year-old would imagine. Like being a cat. So I get that, but like, at the same time, what the hell is going on in that house? That the child not only goes to bed,
Mom and
without
Dad didn't
food,
even look at me.
but also they're freaking. Can I get up there? I cannot. Nope. Okay. Where do I go? Uh-huh. Nope. No, okay. Ah, that's where I go. It makes such cute little kitty noises. Camera's a bit funky though. Where is this? Oh, it's up here. Like, where is this bird? Are you gonna catch the bird? No. Can you stop flying away from me, bird? She just wants to eat it.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Where'd the bird go? I can't actually see. Everything is so
I could
freaking
tell she
dark.
was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
That's not very nice. What about her baby birds?
I gobbled her up,
Oh, she's gonna fall.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What? I am very confused.
Rabbits.
Where? I don't see any rabbit. It's so bloody hard to see, mate. I see them. Got one!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up,
Gross.
and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
This game really is a fever dream, honestly. Why do I keep playing games like this? I don't understand. I make the weirdest choices when it comes to what games I'm gonna play.
A mama rabbit.
Aha. Yay, gonna get you. Aha. Fuck, I missed you. Where'd you go? I cannot see no more. Oh, there we go. Over here somewhere. Ah! Fuck! Did I get it? I got it.
She was almost too big to carry. I
Oh, but
started
you still ate
choking,
it.
but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? The fuck? You were a shark in a tree? I am so confused. That's just kind of funny though, honestly. Oh, right. I just flopped my way down. Ah, okay. Fair. This is actually kind of funny.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
I don't like the ocean.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
I don't like the ocean. I see.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
I see the seals. Where'd it go? Fucking let me eat ya. Let me eat ya. Why am I getting like super into this? Where'd this freaking seal go? I am not very good at this control scheme, by the way, because everything's like inverted. Where did the seal go? I'm fucking lost now. Oh, there it is. Haha. I'm gonna get ya. Bastard. I can't get doing far enough. Oh, right. I'm using the wrong one again, aren't I? Oh, god damn it. Where'd it go? I don't like this. Even though I'm the shark in this scenario, I don't like it. I don't like sharks. Fuck my life. Can you come here, you fucker? Ugh, it's right fucking above me too. Where'd it go? I hate this. I hate this. Let me get you. There we go. Oh, fucking hell, that took
I
ages.
tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
What is this kid eating? That she's imagining all this. Where'd it go? Where do I go now? Ah, I see the blood. Where'd you go?
I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
What the
When
fuck?
I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What am I?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
People? She gonna eat people? I'm not sure what I'm meant to be doing, by the way.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh my god! I'm not sure what I was expecting there, but it wasn't that. Oh wait, why am I going back down the stairs? I want to go up the stairs.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Drunken sailor, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? His belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor,
Oh, Woody and a drunk person. Nice. There's no more people in here. Why are we eating people? I think there is definitely something wrong with his family.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is a toilet. What the fuck?
I got closer and closer.
That's her bedroom. Your gerbil. You're gonna eat your gerbil. Oh god. God, 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 God.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What the hell? That is very strange. Like, how did she die?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
So, Edie was Molly's mum, right? I'm not 100% sure, actually. Maybe? What? Okay. I still don't quite understand that, but okay. Can I get out of here now? No, I can't go that way, so how?
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
What do you mean? She's dead? Like, what, 60 years ago or something? How do I get out? Oh, a key! Oh, God. Don't make me parkour
This
now.
will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Of course she didn't.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
It must have been weird living in a
I
house
spent a
like
lot
this,
of time in Great Grandma
where
Edie's room.
everything was like just full of ghosts and stuff. Well, not even so much ghosts, but like...
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Huh. Wait. Why is she still got like bits of branches and stuff? 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
She just seems stubborn.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
This family has issues. I don't know how many times I can keep saying that.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh yeah, so she had. So it's Edie that's doing all these little blankets
Her
and
room
stuff.
was like a museum.
Who's Odin?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Wait, is that meant to let me look at something further? I don't understand. It seems like I'm missing something here. Oh!
Odin Finch
okay.
buries the latest victims of the family curse his wife Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
You moved a whole damn house?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Huh. So Odin was Edie's dad.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I can see that. I think that's really cool though that they've done it like a family tree that's actually a tree. I kind of like that. So she had Edie had Molly, Barbara, Calvin, and Sam. Maybe? Or I don't know, maybe. Oh, that's cool. I like that. The art. Is there anything else in here that I'm missing then? Pillbox. Built 1937. Sven Finch. Happy
Even in her
90th
90s.
birthday.
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, is that her mother and her? That's kind of cute. Oh my god, who would have a bathroom like this? That just screams of dampness.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
You think? It's like, as soon as water got into that carpet, it would stink in here. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, that was easy. I want to live in a house like this now. Full of secrets. Well, to be fair, I
Sven
don't
gave
actually.
Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
So Sam's not her mum then? Calvin. Swing. What the hell is going on?
From the
Milton.
paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Okay, maybe I wouldn't like to live in a house like this. Or Calvin. Now Calvin was Molly's little brother, right? Maybe. Hopefully. How did these rooms all fucking... Sam and Calvin were brothers? Possibly?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
Oh, so Sam survived. To command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
I mean, I wouldn't really like it either if all my family had just like died.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
My god, has he broke his leg or something? Oh, I get it now.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Wow, it's a bit dark.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
I'm guessing that's...
I think Calvin
Edith's
always
grandfather.
wanted to fly.
I can't seem to go high enough.
Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
I can see what's gonna happen here. He's gonna fall off, the swing's gonna break or something, and he's gonna go into the water. So is this basically just the story of how all her family members died? That's kind of interesting as a concept. I can't seem to go any higher.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
What, to fly? You can't do that. That's humanly impossible. It doesn't seem like I'm getting any higher, to be fair. That just seems like I'm slowing myself down. Oh, maybe I'm getting there now.
I told him going around was impossible.
Yeah, it's getting faster now.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Why does everybody seem
I'm
like
not
they've
gonna tell you again!
Maybe if
broken
the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh great, my controller's fucking...
then maybe he'd
Me
still
over
be
there.
here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Yeah, that branch is 100% gonna fucking snap.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Alright, okay.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So what about Barbara? Because it looks like Calvin died a year after Barbara. Why is everybody dying so young? I wonder if, like, somebody's just, like, trying to, like, do away with all the family? Or if just... I'm
After the
reading too much
funeral,
into that.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Poor Sam.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Damn. Oh, that's kind of cool. Damn, they weren't wrong about there being secret passages, like, seriously? As I said, living in a house
The
like this would be
passages were a
cool,
pretty
but
tight
it'd also be
fit.
super annoying.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
so that's back into the main hall. What's this? Edie Milton. Or E. Milton. Barbara.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Kinda looks like it. She was in a movie called My Friend Bigfoot. Damn, her room is a mess.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh, she got to grow up. At least a little. Dreadful stories. Guest starring
Of all the
Barbara
stories
Finch.
people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
That's not very nice.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
So he's probably
Barbara
dead
went
then.
to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Wait, why does she have to wind the key? I'm so confused. Because the key should have already been in the door. Oh, the water.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined
Is that the
the
Halloween
worst.
theme tune? It fucking is. Oh, I love that. Oh, I bet I'll not get copyright claimed for that.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Ugh.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh, he's trying to scare her.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw
Angry?
him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
In this family, I wouldn't be making those kind of threats. Because most likely he will be dead. Oh god, the Halloween theme again. Where is Walter? Oh yeah, Walter's here.
Walter, are you there?
Where are you, my dude?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
I mean, that works, but where's your brother?
He was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Secret passage, perhaps?
That night, she played her part beautifully.
This is Molly's room again.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
She murdered someone?
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Okay, so do I go downstairs now? I bet he's not going to be there when I get downstairs. Yeah, fuck, I called it.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
It seems like a really bad horror story you tell around a campfire, honestly.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Yep. Really bad horror story. There's people. Multiple people.
You were wonderful!
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
Damn.
And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara,
Poor kid.
tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her
What?
ear.
But they didn't find
That's
her
what I
body.
call a real eerie tale.
Holy shit. That's insane.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Alright, so who are we moving on to now then? You, Grandpa Sam? Oh wait, can I go downstairs now? Wait, how do I get out? Oh wait, what's in here?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
I can go down into the basement now, right?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Well, I mean, she didn't get a good happy ending, so... I like how they've managed to, like, it's the same environment, but it's changed. Like, between the different decades and stuff. I like that. Oops, wrong way. No, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. I'm literally gonna get murdered down here. I can feel it. This is Finn's workshop.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
What do you mean, another one? Why do you need the first one?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Just once, okay. I can't see. I wish I had a flashlight.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
There's a hidden fucking room. Of course there was. Because why wouldn't there be?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
What's this got to do with Walter?
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Are you telling me that Walter lived down here?
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
it's that your whole
I
family's
think
cursed?
it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Why is the house shaking? Well, not even the house. 'Cause this is
Even a
underground.
monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
That's quite bad. Like, he's traumatized by whatever happened to Barbara. And he sequestered himself away down here.
And then one day,
That's a shame.
everything just stopped.
2005. Wait, this is the year that he died, right?
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Like, my dude, did you just live off peaches? That doesn't exactly
It's been a week
seem
now.
healthy.
The longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Are you gonna leave?
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
How far down does this go? My god.
I know it's out there somewhere.
What is?
Whatever killed Barbara.
Oh wait, you didn't see
Molly.
what killed her.
And Calvin.
I think we've been through
Maybe this is all a mistake.
I wonder if they're all suffering from some sort of mental
But I need to
illness.
stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month.
What if you have like a minute?
Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already
gotta get hit
imagine
by a
the
train or
sun
something,
on my
right?
face.
Yup. You got a minute. He was 53 when he died.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Did your mum even know though? Like, she might not have known. So it seems like Dawn is Edith's mum, I think.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Maybe? Or it could be that Edith just never told her. Oh wow, we made himself a little picture. Like, why are we
Maybe she
going
was
down
afraid
here?
I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse,
That you made it happen.
we made it real.
Yeah, could be. Okay. Don't know where that train came from that killed Walter.
I don't know if I
then,
should
but
even
okay.
be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
The hell?
And the history you're a part of.
Wait, is she pregnant then? And she's right into her kid? I'm a little confused, because she seems
Though
a
to
bit
be
young.
honest, I
Okay.
feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
What is that that's flashing over there?
And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Why don't you just knock it
Any
down?
of it seems possible.
What's up here?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Fair enough, honestly.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Damn, that's a lot of pets.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly, Calvin. Oh, I like the way that they're like individual. Sven, Edie, Walter, Barbara.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh, okay, so it's a house. Huh. Alright then. Wasn't what I expected it to be, but sure. Okay, what do I do now then? Like, was there more that I could encounter there? No, it doesn't seem like it. I need to find the other.
Edie's side was always
stories,
easier for me
right?
to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Sam.
Her dad had been pretty strict,
Very
but it
good
wasn't
friend.
enough to save her
Guston.
brothers. She was just trying to do better.
How come Sam, Gregory, and Gus didn't get like custom ones like the rest over here? It seems a little mean. Milton, that's her brother.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she
Sanji.
tried so hard to protect us.
Is Sanji her dad? And how is he affected by the curse then if he isn't a Finch? And Lewis.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now,
Oh my god, we're in the upper part of
if
this
she
house
told
now.
me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
She is pregnant. My dude, you are far too young to be pregnant.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Whose room is this? Is this Sam's room then?
Sam spent his life shooting
He
photos,
was a
but
hunter.
Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera.
Oh,
I guess
maybe
we're
not
all
then.
afraid of something.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Right. Oh, right, she's there.
What?
Turn around.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right,
like
Dad. It's
all the
starting to clear
little-
up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
I like all the little bloody mini-game type things that you get to do in this game. It's kind of relaxing. Is there actually something that I'm meant to specifically be looking for? No?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hmm.
Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
I don't know what specifically I'm meant to be taking pictures of.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Oh yeah, your twin brother. Woody, kinda
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish,
went flying.
how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Sure, I was doing that, but okay. Oh wait, that's pretty.
Let's see. Maybe. Or was it? Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Not. I actually can't. I've photographed
Could have
everything.
been. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh wait, I've never seen this. Dear!
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Oh, she's there.
Dad, I...
Just be. Let me get behind you.
Wait, you actually have...
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oh my god.
Great shot, Dawn!
That's terrible!
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
My camera won't move. Oh, right. Okay, I'm moving the dude, not the camera.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Alright, okay. Now I know what I'm doing.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about—
Dad!
Holy shit! It was still alive. Shit.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Of what? That he got killed by a bloody deer? What is this? Oh, another room. I don't want to go in here. I wanted to check out Sam's room more. There might be some more stuff in here that I can check.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
No, okay. I like that. That's cool. Like the cat statue. It's very cool. Seems like our grandma's stuff. Okay, so there's nothing else in here that I could check. Okay.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory? Who is Gregory? That may be one of Sam's kids. I probably should just look at the family tree, but nah. Wait, a lawsuit was filed against you? Wait. What? By his wife?
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Why do I feel like something really bad is going to happen
Bathroom's over, Gregory. It's time to...
in this bath?
Hold on, sweetie.
Wait, who leaves their
Hello?
child, their baby, alone in a bathtub?
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
How could a baby even care?
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Yeah, he's gonna drown in the bathtub.
There's so much I don't understand
Goddamn.
about Gregory,
Why is he green? Oh, he's the frog.
about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Poor Gregory. He was a year old. A poor baby. Dawn and Gus. Wait, they kept... The parents kept them in a room with their dead brothers. That's a bit morbid, don't you think?
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh, wait. His dad got remarried?
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I remember.
Pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I can't find any more words to interact with. Oops. What am I meant to be doing? No more words.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Dear Lord. So wait, did the
wind
mom
picked
leave?
up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
So did the mum leave, and then obviously the dad got remarried. But did she
The rain
just
came
leave the
down in
kids?
buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
So, he was only 13. Damn. What's this say? Race flag. Oh, right. They'd raced them like they were in the military? Like, what the fuck? Excuse you? That's your children? It's like a military barracks. I just didn't even realize that. Okay, so not there. Do I need to go further up? Yes, I do.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Just didn't realize. Yeah, but you'd still have to come through this room, right? Sure.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
I was gonna say she could have took Walter's room, but he didn't die until Edith was 6, so that wouldn't have worked.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Damn, that's high up. Like, super high up, and we're still going further.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
So she came home.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Yeah, no, the house is
And
insane.
for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last.
I wouldn't say this house is normal, but okay.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
$1992 to they don't know because he just disappeared. I would not be staying there. That looks dangerous as all hell. The magic paintbrush.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
That's kind of cool, honestly. The little art style that they put into that.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
So, one person left then? No, 2 people. There's Edith as well. Where do I go now? Back down?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
So are they trying to say that this is the door that he went through? And he just disappeared? Because that seems a bit... not realistic, honestly.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Where exactly am I going? Oh, back over this way, okay.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't realize that was a thing there. Is that a boat? It is. It's an actual boat.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I didn't mean to go out. Like, what are you doing? Let me in. These rooms are tiny.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like me, honestly.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh, fuck me. You have to do both things at once. Jesus.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
This is hard.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Actually kind of hard.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Oops. don't know what I'm doing. Well, I do know what I'm doing, but it's hard.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Well, that seems irresponsible.
I even encouraged him.
Definitely irresponsible, my dude.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
It's getting harder and harder to see, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see it on the actual video.
And songs for them to play.
But this is getting really hard to, like, not cut my hand off.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Basically, just showing how his hallucinations took over.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Wait, I was going to say, why didn't it let me go up? But I wasn't even looking at that part of the screen.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Why does that seem like something that would happen
They
in Mario?
begged him to stay,
Not
but his
the
mind was
election, but,
already
like, the
wandering.
jumping down the pole.
It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh?
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbow, sure.
radiant rainbows.
Am I meant to go through these rainbow things?
He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar, that's kind of cool.
electric sitar.
Oh shit, I missed one.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Fucking hell. This is getting really hard.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. We began to forget the world we know.
Oh, fuck.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Are you Lewis, the cannery worker?
I still thought I could save him.
Clearly not.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Oh, really?
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh my god! Oh, he got his head chopped off. Fucking hell.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh my god, she should have helped him more.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So the only one left that hasn't died then is Edie. And obviously Edith herself. Now where do I go? Back to Edith's room?
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
I didn't mean to go back into there, what the hell? I haven't come across Edith's room yet. How do I leave? Like, excuse you, how do I leave? It has... Oh no, out this way. I'm like, that'll be why it's not letting me.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Why do you have a fridge up here?
But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I would not feel safe sleeping in that room. Also, I thought we didn't have electricity. Suddenly we've got electricity.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Why would you seal a library? Like, that doesn't make any logical sense.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Why would you want to? It's been under
When
war
the fog rolled in,
for
I
a
lost
long
my
time.
way. I got turned around.
How? I'm literally I was walking in a straight line. Alright.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like what?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Damn, so she never got to finish the story.
I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Aw, that's a shame.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Damn.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
So she didn't escape the car.
And then I was
just from
alone.
leaving the house.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Honestly,
this journal was supposed to be for you.
Strange is a very
But now I hope you'll never
apt
see
word.
it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Huh. That's kinda insane, honestly. I don't know what to think about this game. I definitely expected it to be... Actually, what am I doing? Why am I not just letting the credits play? I definitely expected it to be a walking simulator. Because, obviously. But, I don't know if I expected it to be so, like, trippy. Like, I did not expect all those little different gameplay segments. Actually, I thought it was really quite cool. Although I definitely do think that they used all the different deaths as more of a, I don't know, well, she was writing to a child, so maybe child-friendly way to look at it. I definitely think there was something to this whole Finch's curse thing or whatever. I don't think it was like a supernatural curse or anything, but maybe it was like a mental illness type thing. I don't know. Or maybe the family was just super, super unlucky, which could also be a thing. I will never know. But why am I getting trophies now? Anyway, I'm not sure whether I enjoyed this game or not. It was a quick game, obviously. And I don't know if maybe I missed some stuff. But it didn't seem like I missed anything. But I don't know, it's left me feeling weird. Like, I like the concept of it, but I'm not sure how I feel about the actual story of it. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what the next game after this will be. I don't know if I'm gonna do another shorter game like this, or if I'm gonna do a series. So I'll try to keep the community tab updated. So yeah, hope to see you guys in whatever was next, and if you have any opinions on this game, let me know in the comments and we can have a discussion, because I've still got some thoughts to work through about this game. So yeah, until the next time.